Ooh. You know what we need, Ramenschild?
Welcome back, Ramethep, to Space Engineers. Hope you have a good time. No. What do we need, Ramethep?
We need a Team Rocket style intro.
No, I will not be Jesse.
I mean, I must admit I know zero of their names.
And the whole thing with I am Rabenschild, I am Ramethep, and together we are team
Elite Engineers.
Engineers. I really don't know. The problem is that I really don't know how that whole thing works in English, and I just partially know how that thing works in German. I'm not a Pokemon kid. Really?
Okay, so no, me neither. I know it's Jesse and
James.
Okay, yeah. See, I've learned something.
Yeah.
And they do we're going to make the whole, all your feet will belong to us.
Yeah, something.
And we're Team Evil.
It's it's
or Team Rocket, I think.
Yeah, they're Team.
Yeah.
Team Rocket, and they will. I don't know. I don't really. This whole do they want to rule the world or take over every?
I don't know.
I don't know. I know that there was.
We're here. We're queer and going nowhere or something.
Yeah, there were weird episodes with boob jobs for James and crazy bikini contests. Pokemon doesn't hold back.
Japan.
It's
the back of the rover is beginning to come together. I even have some.
I will drive over to you and take a look.
Yeah, you will, and I will be watching Polish sci-fi.
Why are you watching Polish sci-fi? Not that. Again, Czech sci-fi seems to be the thing.
Okay.
I saw something like this. Here is sci-fi you have basically never seen, and they kind of did something about the whole thing, a film, and it was for its time. It looked crazy cool, and
I need to take a look at that. Let's see. Also, I might need to. Okay, let's.
The Czech made great TV in the 70s and 80s,
did.
And it's just.
Did they make a little mole?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Love him.
Ooh, that worked better than I thought.
Okay, so let's see if we can actually get a drive on here.
The bridge is drivable. Where are you? There you are. There's pirates lying. Oh, it's a ship. It's not pirates lying around. Your back wheels are kind of not.
Yeah, I know. They need to.
Where they should be.
It's a work in progress.
The whole thing is very long, and the shape is crazy.
Okay. There. Hello, Bitfighter. Welcome to the stream.
Yes, thank you.
There.
Tell me if I need to hoover up pirates.
No, we're good.
Can do that too.
There we go. Awesome. Oh, I need to.
So what is it? Skid steering or is it?
Skid steering, yes.
Do you have you have then gyros on there? I hope.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't need gyros for the skid steering, actually.
I know you don't need that, but then the whole grid needs to be small, relatively small. This thing gyros. You want gyros?
Yes. Yes, I do.
But you will later have to take a look at my trailer.
I am looking forward to it, sir. I just need to add some.
This thing looks crazy. Let me park up.
Okay, so I'm working on the back here. So this is the man cave with all the polar sci-fi.
Yeah, don't you think? Let me do. Okay, it might not work on the inner part of the whole thing, but don't you think for the outer wheels, the smaller wheelbases would be nicer?
Maybe, but
no, it's just. It gives it a crazy stance that's not bad.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I want to kind of keep it, wide and spread out.
Yeah, it's kind of the Russian the Russian style of no, it's not Russian. It's Soviet. It's Soviet era.
Yes, there is a difference, and I would say that that's.
Why is there a raccoon? Or teddy bears?
Why is there a raccoon?
Here's posters of.
I want. Yeah, so the raccoons are German to celebrate the raccoons of Germany. The Ukrainian unicorns because I like unicorns. And the teddy bears in Japan because Japan is crazy, and I just wanted something.
Ukrainian unicorns is just the typical thing coming from Ukraine, unicorns.
I wouldn't know anything about that, so.
And Germany definitely is the home of all the raccoons.
No, but you have an indigenous. It has been declared an indigenous species now because you can't get rid of them.
I saw one. I sadly saw one on the street, and German cars are relatively good at getting rid of them. The problem is the history of the raccoon, that it is kind of.
No.
Whee!
Oh, that's. I'm not trying to Nazify the conversation, but that's, in my opinion, some of the most fun things that Herr Göring did.
I don't know. Somebody
because he wanted the raccoon. He wanted the raccoon pelts.
Yeah.
And the US said no, so they did a logical thing
and just okay. We will get our own raccoons with blackjack and that is supposed to be Polish sci-fi.
Sci-fi, yeah, 1930s weird Polish sci-fi.
Ooh, 1930s. Think about this, 1930s Polish sci-fi. That is just no. Everything's fine. Why does he have Chinese? The things you let the poor AIs do is just.
So if they ever take over, I want them to just identify me and then just go, no.
Yeah, no. This guy.
Just
the bit of computing power that we need to satisfy this guy. Taselo. It looks weirdly,
The AI says no, he is no threat to me.
Yeah. It's just if we let him do his songs and some Polish sci-fi stuff, he just can't do that.
Oh, now I wanted to. Okay, so I'll do, since we're okay. I'll ask ChatGPT.
The only thing that they will do is contain you to a certain area, and then just never let you out of there and let your stuff out of there.
That's not a problem.
That is like that would be to don't know, one of these crazy singularity AIs. This would be weird child pictures that they kind of try to hide in the attic, somewhere and said, no, that's just too embarrassing. Why the lip sync? Why is that thing a clown, weirdly night active monkey thing? It's just. And what is this head?
Yes. Okay, so the movie is called Že Žula Milčvin from 1933.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And it has 4 out of 5 stars.
When from 1933?
Directed by the notoriously reclusive Camdoria Picon, who famously communicated only via semaphore and psychic trance. Set in a retro-future version of the year 1999, the film follows Commander Julek Milčvicin, a red-nosed automation soldier with a wind-up brain and an obsession with cosmic etiquette.
A wind-up brain.
When a fleet of oculus spider orbs from planet Zorvax invades the Saturnian colony, Milčvicin must assemble a ragtag crew of interdimensional vaudevillians, robotic tap dancers, and steam-powered generals to perform a war opera so emotionally powerful it might just reverse the invasion. Visually, the film is astonishing, resembling a mashup of German expressionism, Soviet propaganda, and children's nightmare.
I had a thought in my head, and I will not express it. No. We are in that part of history class where we are addressing our closer history, and I watched too much here. I don't know how it's called in English. The one of the best kind of how did Hitler get into power and all that stuff, and it is just watching too much of this makes me hate life and be
Okay.
And that also kind of makes me not wanting to make fun of Polish anything. It's just not.
Okay, so if you want to, what? My datapad, where? Sorry, but where? I made a datapad with the film review. Come on.
No. And that's then Space Hobbits?
Yeah, that's the Space Hobbits.
Did you change that, or did the AI write Space Hobbit? It's weird that the AI can do English. Weller than everything else. I'm pretty sure that if we look at the at the Russian, Polish, Ukrainian posters, that it will be gibberish, and maybe some very well delivered insults of mothers of some kind.
I mean, maybe
The amount of guns that you have stuffed into this is just idiotic.
Yeah, people have been. Why? Wait, am I not seeing the data pads?
I don't know. Where did you put it? What? Should I
put it in the cargo container, my second review data pad. Here, in the floor.
There is no data pad. You
I
don't have a data pad in there.
What bullshit is this?
I don't know. Maybe something is eating the data pads. Are they counted as stone and thrown out, or?
I don't have any stone pooping system because why would I?
I don't know. Maybe they get recycled.
How?
Yeah, check
This
the
is small
toilets.
grid. I don't have a toilet because they haven't added that.
I searched this grid, and that's the thing. So you know datapad. Maybe.
Okay, let's try this again because this is getting into the what the hell territory.
Yes.
Okay, so
Did you notice
datapad.
CMODs, by the way?
I did. I like the advanced advanced thing.
What thing?
The advanced no, the advanced oh, sorry.
Oh, the,
The collectors and all that stuff. There's
collectors. Yes.
there's more connectors and collectors. We have some AQG armors parts,
Yeah,
sleek corridors that you maybe want to take a look at. And there is very small solar panels, and we have small wind turbines now. Wind turbines. What else? Did I add anything else? I might have added another one, and now I'm forgetting about
Once
it.
more, it disappears. Awesome.
That is weird.
That is weird.
There is a thing that we could talk about that I found, but that's maybe now that we are building rovers, because we have smooth voxels going on, and there is a mod that is basically not so smooth voxels.
Less smooth voxels?
Less smooth voxels.
Somewhat rugged voxels?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that is a small grid rover, yes. It's again, I don't understand, but
What don't you understand?
the whole wheel setup is just weird, Rem. You have to admit that your wheel setup is kind of awkward.
No, it works quite well actually.
Yeah.
I mean, is it a strange build? Yes. Does it use a ton of clang? Also, yes.
Yeah, see, I have at least a stick that basically welds all my things together. So there is there is, by the way, another cockpit. If you want to sit, and there's the chambers.
It is very nice, yeah. It is very much a trailer. So I'll
No. Trailer is back at the base.
Oh, then I'll take a look at the trailer.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So this is not your main project?
That's just the truck. That's part of they go together well.
This is not a fast turner.
No. Yours? Mine? Yours.
Mine, yes.
Yeah.
I might need a couple of more gyros.
That might be the case.
But then again, it's not. Okay, I kind of like it though. That it's so. I don't know, inevitable?
It's just.
And what
I
will be
am not a truck driver. Yes.
The hangar?
It
needs a hangar.
Okay, it needs a. So the thing itself, or it needs a hangar on board?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know. It's not.
I have the hangar already. I have the place for it.
Let it be. Don't lock it, please. Don't lock it, please. We can do that. Yeah, we can do that. The whole locking thing later.
But yeah, especially after recent events,
After?
I felt that. I felt that I wanted a hangar.
Okay. Do you want to come over and get a view on my and it's still a work in progress. I've done a lot of work, but it still needs some.
Oh, this looks so cool, though.
Excellent.
Rolling out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to. Speaking of, I had to widen your arc.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because this was way too big.
So your thing determines the size of the whole breach.
I'm just saying that my thing is very big.
Yeah.
And yes, I want to
see mine is more long. Although yours is still crazy.
I'm having a little bit of an issue here with the getting past the
to pass the laser welder there. I assumed that thing.
Okay, right.
We can remove the laser welder, but
no, that's okay.
The other side. I would go over to the other side. Why are you landing on that side? You will not get past the conveyor. Or you have to drive around the whole base.
Or he flies over it again.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow, what's happening?
Yeah, okay. That's clangy as hell. The whole thing is just Rem built another crazy clang thing that brings the server down. As usual.
Oh,
the simulation speed is down to 0.2. Just letting you know, Rem, that maybe it's not a good idea to have that thing around, kind of.
So my brakes are on.
Yep.
Maybe again, Rem. I'm just suggesting that maybe building this crazy shit isn't helping when it comes to server performance. As usual.
Wow.
You should reconsider.
What? No.
Yeah, definitely not.
When I'm done?
Yeah.
Sure.
0.5. You're standing still and we have 0.5.
No, it's like running in jam.
Yeah. It's just... I will accept that right now. If anything from me explodes because your thing is near...
Yeah, I had the same issue earlier. So that's your truck.
What?
Wow.
All right.
Where are you? Oh, there. That's the trailer. I have a platform for my miner and laser thing and laser whatsoever that I can just park on top of there and get with me. This is a turret for welding and mining and all that stuff.
What's the range on those?
300.
Oh, I see.
On these, that's why I'm using these, because it's 3,000 something meters with a lot of things putting it. By the way, your suit is gone, but that might also be server performance because of your.
Yeah, that's my suit is here for me.
Good.
So,
and we have all the amenities. We even have, and usually I don't do that, but we even have a survival kit to help us build anew if we need.
A little platform in front of it. Nice, like it.
Yes. And again, it's still
jump on.
Yeah, doesn't matter. You need to fly.
That's a skill issue. Sorry.
Okay, come on. I'm willing to say it's a skill issue. You just have to prove it to me, Bitfighter.
with enough.
But I want it.
Yeah, you flew up there.
Yes.
We could. Give me a sec. Wait.
Skill issue. I mean, yeah, that's the obvious solution.
Yeah,
see, it
you
works.
did it.
Now, who's the skill issue?
Needs a bit more work, but now we can at least
I mean,
jump on there. And again, every iteration of these trucks gets kind of and I wanted to do that too. Every iteration of these trucks gets just a teensy tiny bit better. Yeah, I have. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
I have that bit.
yeah,
I have
that's why
that.
I'm
I
so
have
happy with
that.
this. I should get some more ice, I
Okay.
think. With the sieves, I need sieves.
These are again. These are. That's what I put on everything now because it's just.
Oh, you don't have ice on board.
Not yet. I brought some, but I also have tanks on board. But that doesn't do anything right now.
Yeah, I will get some fresh ice from the planets.
Ooh, fresh ice.
Fresh
ice.
And again, we can. Are you still here, Em?
Yeah.
We can lock the whole thing down, and can go to the advanced rotor and just detach. I should have maybe detached the trailer before. And the whole thing then can just unlock, and then the whole pistons and locks thing, it also locks down the whole hitch, because otherwise that thing would just, if you just let it loose, it will just swing out and do that stuff. And now everything is unlocked, and now we can just pull that thing behind us. And the only problem is, and that's kind of also space engineers physics, is that if the what locks down the axles, I hate it. Okay, now. Yeah, it's not nice that your thing is ruining the whole.
There, we'll go back home.
Why are these locking down?
If I...
Why are these... No. Now they are not clamping down anymore. Again, it is a performance issue. But the whole thing works nicely. The only thing is if you do curves, the trailer pushes you like crazy.
Wait, do you have large grid sieves?
Yes, they are only large grid. Yeah, tricky shit. That's why I have the whole tricky rotor situation there. Otherwise, that wouldn't have been necessary.
No, that makes sense. Do I want to go with...
Wanna see a cool trick?
Okay.
So, to transport the whole thing in the end,
You have
and
a stick.
fly it around, I have a stick that needs some.
I have a very big stick.
That needs some designing, but I can bring in my drone stick and set it down. Make crazy clang noises, bring it in, lock that down, and now the whole thing is one unit.
Yeah.
Except for the top
There'll
ones,
be-
because the whole trailer and the whole machine are locked now. The in between, that's the clangy part now, but that stuff is all turned off, so it shouldn't give any phantom forces. And now this thing can be made into a drone, and then this thing can fly anywhere if needed. That will be.
The merge blocks on top are not connected.
I know, because it's a subgrid that's too close to another grid. It doesn't work with these. You can't connect these down. I would like to, but if I, for example, would like to print it or something, then I would have to do tricky shit with disconnecting all the hinges and rotors, have the merge blocks connect to the parts, and then I might be able to print it or something. But for now, this is the best solution. Again, the middle part is just a few blocks that doesn't clang crazy because everything's turned off and has no forces in there. So it's neat. It needs a different form. The stick right now is a bit.
It's very stick.
Yeah, it's stick. It's just okay. It works. Now we can iterate on
Concept.
it.
I think that's the word we're looking for here.
Yes, and I had the chance to put the bike saddle cockpit on there. It's crazy.
Okay, so we can have more gun down here.
That's why I kind of, again, I went with not a lot of guns, because if you have that kind of reach, it really doesn't matter.
And that's the difference between our grids, because this just have to kind of duke it out.
Nice delivery.
You always go into this whole, I want all the guns.
Well, don't you?
I kind of try to grit a bit, please.
Yes.
Be careful.
I mean, we got. This should be nice. 1, 5.
Put it in some of the cargo. It doesn't matter in what cargo container it goes, because the front machine has
okay.
54 bear. Hello, mellow greetings.
Ooh,
Right
full
in.
pair.
It kind of is here flying stick. I need something to lock down my whole truck here, because truck will be able to just be picked up and flown away with, and then
Sektan, good evening. Okay, let's go back then.
yeah, that's a good amount of ice. Here, did you see the solar panels, the small ones?
I did.
Yes.
They are neat.
They're kind of nice, or they are a bit dummy powerful, I have the feeling, because I didn't see the top range of them, if they have the same amount than a normal solar panel, but I don't care. And they are also in blue and in yellow.
Yeah, does that do anything?
No.
Okay.
By the way, I need to clean PC because it goes ham right now.
Mhm.
So, and again, now we could do expeditions and take a look if we find other stations on the planet. And the problem right now is that I don't have a lot of ammo, and I might want to change that.
Ooh, the amber color of these solar panels looks.
They look kind of nice, yeah. Assembler.
Finding something to fuck up sounds like a good.
I don't know. I need to do some longer range tests. Do we have magnesium? We have.
Yes.
And then I
Only
need some
tiniest amount.
autocannon.
I can hear the sound of a bit fighter having been here.
Yes.
Is he digging through things or what?
No.
No,
only
with the way it
tiniest
just-
amounts of magnesium.
And I need to set up my turret in the back. It's kind of... But I couldn't get a drill tool somewhere in between. So I needed to build a turret. It's just... The world is not fair. And again, it needs some more greebling. It's functional, but there still needs to be some greebling happening. So, autocannon. Okay.
Yeah, getting some more stuff, and then we can, do a little expedition. See how this... Do a field test, as it were.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, hello, squad. There, and then I need to add those gyros to the gyro group.
Ugh, moving ammo by hand. Take this. Da-da-da-da-dum-dum. And also I kind of also need to work more on the base. Everything is just... Still needs work. CIWS. Okay, then
Gatling as well.
M3.
I see.
20. Okay, Wyvern. Ooh, that stuff is heavy.
Often is.
Greebling will. I really tend to greeble now in between streams because I weirdly have fun playing Space Engineers on my own again. It's a weird thing.
Very good to hear.
Wyvern. This ammo is just too crazy heavy. I don't know why I can load up on autocannon ammo like crazy. But the Wyvern ammo just is...
We need to repair this or get this. Oh, Gatlings.
Gatlings.
Skid steering. Yeah, get the
Gatling-Kanone.
gyroscopes.
O2. Nice.
Okay. There, 14 gyros.
I don't know how much crazy shots these are. Is there any indication? Yeah, that's a lot of... That's a lot of weight for that. So... the turrets. Auto cannon turret.
Love how insane this thing looks.
Small ships good. Characters good. Stations bad. And we go for weapons.
Good sir, we have a bridge. You don't have to fly over the canyon.
Yeah, but I don't want to mess with Rabensil's tiny arc and the
Yeah.
and the laser tool there. So I'm being considerate,
yeah.
actually.
Ah,
I know that there's a bridge.
Yeah. But Ravenshield offered to remove that thing that was a bit in the way.
No, he didn't.
I did.
Yeah, he did.
I definitely did.
Yeah, you might have done, but that would be rude. And I don't want to be rude too.
No.
The thing is, as long as the bridge is not done, we might want to have that there.
Bridge is rather done, isn't it?
Come on, it needs railing, it needs a bit more greebling, and it seems you also got rid of my logo.
No.
Oh no. Good.
I wouldn't do that. Chalks and let it rip.
Come on, we don't need to be too crazy now.
Do I have magnesium?
We could take that with us, but maybe.
Almost no. Okay, I do have some more ammo though, so decent amounts of ammunition. Oh, okay, so that's done, which means the Gatlings should be all ready to go.
Scott, be careful. I want to move that thing a bit.
All right then. Now we can go and.
It does the whole not rolling again, and I don't know why.
Or we can wait and let.
No, it's. Why are the back wheels locking up right now? That is just wrong. It's a weird thing. No, they don't. Jace, they are just. It is Peter. It is Pertum. I would like Mars, but we are on Pertum. More air to breathe and. Why is it? Someone else is using the ship. This is the main cockpit. It is the main cockpit.
But when Space Engineers decides to say fuck it,
yeah,
then that does not matter. We all know this.
I will main it again. It is the main cockpit. You are not providing anything.
If you set the others to not do steering, the other.
Yeah, could be, but it's set to be the main cockpit. It should not need that. I know it's Space Engineers, but
this is Space Engineers. You have
yeah.
to remember, we are playing Space Engineers. You can't get away from that fact. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I would also need a scout for this now, kind of.
Right, scout is above you.
Long truck is long. Yeah, it's a truck. It's meant to be long. Should I make it shorter?
Yes, long truck is short.
A long truck.
Because we're not playing Space Engineers, we're
It's
playing
true.
Baba Is You.
Yeah, we make the front part longer and the trailer really short. No, it needs cargo, it needs weapons, it needs a platform to land a ship on. It has amenities. It doesn't have a toilet. That's maybe its only problem right now. I want to see if I can get over the hilly parts.
Okay.
That could be the main issue. There might be more strength in our future. I have the feeling. Let's go over some hilly parts. And I also mainly want to see if the whole...
That kind of sounds like a very bad pickup line.
Maybe.
Bit, do you have an ore detector turned on?
Yes.
Could you turn that off? Rem, do you have an ore detector turned on?
Oh, I don't have an antenna. You can't even see it.
Okay.
Don't think.
Because I see ores that I shouldn't see for a long reach. That also might be a reason for server not.
Yeah, it's 100. It's over 1 kilometer. What the heck? That's impossible to my ore detector.
Does that have any? Whatever noise that is.
What?
Does that have a meaning? That's the question.
What?
I have a person in chat that has or a barcode.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Not all the same. There's separation scores.
Yeah.
Wait. You're talking? Does something on the internet have meaning?
See, it's
yes, maybe
barcode.
sometimes.
It's barcode. So, and that's the thing. And the question is, does it have a meaning to you? And then you can decide, because it's just. I most of the time don't try to pronounce anything that comes from the internet. It could mean it could mean horrid things to other people that immediately accuse me of being whatever. So
Nice.
This works. Now let's see if it punches the ground when we go over the. Yeah. That's the problem with trucks.
They punch the ground.
Yeah, if you need to go, if you go over a steep hilly thing, it starts to kind of get the trailer then starts to just cram into the ground. So specialty driving is necessary to just.
Yes.
What?
Or I need to lift up the middle of the whole thing. But it does what it is supposed to do. At the moment. It's not very fast. That's the only big problem that I have.
I mean, let he who is fast throw the first stone.
They are everywhere. The thing is that you I should maybe bring up the whole thing and bring down the wheels so that it has more freedom there, but then it also gets crazy top heavy. Why is everybody now doing? It is Illy. Okay, I will remember Illy. That makes that makes more sense.
Hello. Illy?
Is that the whole barcode thing? Is that I saw a lot of people with barcode at the moment. I have the feeling, and
Is that, maybe it was popular by something, I don't know.
I don't know.
Left or right or over.
I kind
Welcome to the saga of the road that maybe could.
Yeah, don't go over the hill. I don't know if that's good for your trailer.
Yeah, do I need to?
We have
Yeah,
the
go
new exhaust
around.
thing.
Yeah, where go around? Left, right.
You choose left.
It has flat parts. I kind of can just turn into the whole thing. That is the negative part about having trailer. Trailers are not really a thing for 4x4. Scott,
Yeah.
did you fall out? Do you want
Yeah.
to get back in?
I'm in.
Okay, because I just saw you drop out and I was not sure if that was on purpose. So
No, wasn't.
we pull it up this way.
Okay.
And then we
so-
don't have to go over the crazy slope. That's the thing. I don't want Scott be squished somewhere. That's not the right thing to do.
Squishy Scott.
No, we don't want him suffering in a ditch. This is
I already suffer from the bubbles.
Oh, yeah.
There shouldn't be bubbles. Is there bubbles in these ones too now?
I see bubbles in the cryo chamber. I can see them by looking outside.
Yeah, you have
Sometimes
the-
I see bubbles.
Yeah, you have the bubbly O2 gen next to you.
trailers have their uses, but they're a hindrance in combat. I mean, yes.
We need some.
This is yeah.
Yeah.
No, just I mean, this is we're going to. Of course, we're going to regret building these things.
Is there opinions on
Blind combat
trailers? Again, that's why I have 3.5 kilometers of range. I don't need combat. I combat. The other one is not combating.
Yeah, that makes.
That's how that works. If you combat and the other one can't combat, you win.
Yes.
Yeah, this is true.
That's
So I just need to see if I can make.
that's how this trailer combats. Ram has all the 800 meter guns. I have 3.5 kilometer guns.
Yeah,
That combat a lot more than.
that makes you a lot cleverer than me, I would say. Because apparently I believe in le fair play or some bullshit.
The big problem will be, so there's definitely someone. I don't have. I will do it again now and take a look if my ore detector is turned on. My ore detector is turned off. I will turn it off again. There is still everything shown in kilometers range, and that is not good. That's why the ore detectors say space only.
Yeah.
And that can only be you, Bitfighter.
No. I've turned my ore detector off. I don't have an antenna on board, but okay, it's off.
That is so weird. Where is the ore detecting coming from?
Yeah, two places.
No, it is rammed back at base because there's one 5 kilometers away. So I'm getting over the antenna, I'm getting things. Let me.
Crap.
My other one is turned off too. It could be that is on.
And it's gone.
Yeah, that it was my minor. It was me. I was the bad guy. I did go ice hunting yesterday. I should have thought about this. I went ice hunting and then I didn't turn off the ore detector again.
Okay, we need to redo all of these.
Do I really need to lift the back part and then bring the whole thing up?
Why do I see again the ore? Oh well.
I don't see. Yeah, now I see it. But it's now in a very different direction. So.
No, same spots.
Okay, we will check again and take a look if there's other things that maybe I have. That is the base. The base doesn't have ore detectors. It has. There is a strong space ore detector, but it's turned off. But I don't know where it is from.
I think that is your ship.
No. Or
There.
Turned off.
Imagine a bottle of club soda.
Or doesn't have an ore detector. Or there is one, it's turned off. Nurple gun car.
That would be me. Nurple.
Or and my truck. My truck was off a second ago. I don't know where it is coming from now.
Oh well.
Or I can't control where it is coming from. That's maybe the thing.
Oh yeah.
Take a look if you can find anything in the distance.
Are you going that way? Okay.
Yeah, I kind of need to again. This kind of needs a scout. I will design something. What's the time? I'm really not getting old today, sadly.
You're not getting old today. That's a little ominous.
I will not stream for a long time today. I think it's my usual translating German things directly into English is kind of sometimes not
always is the best.
When you are tired and you are somewhere in a social context, you can sometimes say, heute werde ich aber nicht alt. So I'm not getting old today.
Yeah.
That means I have to go early today. And maybe
that makes
the drinking part will not happen so crazy.
Yeah. I have alcohol, I just haven't touched it.
I'm to work tomorrow.
Yes, so do I, but
and again at the moment my work is weird.
Hectic?
No, it's not hectic, it's different at the moment because at the moment my student is not there and I can do a lot of administrative work. So I'm running around talking to people and grown-ups are just wrong, and I don't have any patience for grown-ups. That's not good. If you have to work also with grown-ups.
Yeah.
Which one often has to.
Yeah. Yeah, adulting with adults. Ugh. Bad thing.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing that I can have patience with kids. I don't need to, because again I'm also willing to tell them really directly what I think. Not this whole I'm always honest. It's just if you behave like an ass or an idiot, I will tell you. And my students are old enough that they can take this. If I say them, you behave like an idiot right now, maybe stop that. But the problem is that the students usually then go, yeah, maybe you're right. Grown-ups most of the time won't do that.
Heavens no.
Especially if you are in a school setting where the grown-ups are all these crazy educated people that did a lot of studying for their work and now make
and then along come you going, I know stuff.
Yeah, it's okay, that also works. It shouldn't work that well, but it works well. The twisty thing in the middle of the trailer thing, that's not fun. It does what it is supposed to do, but man, that if something would have been on the trailer, that might have not gone well.
Okay.
Yeah, Drace, that's a thing. I also had the whole thing that a whole class they behaved like idiots, and I said you behave like idiots, and they were all up in arms. It's this whole I had a class. I said in a class because the teacher said maybe you can get into that class. It's a bit rowdy there, and there's guys there that don't do anything, and maybe if you tell them that what they're doing is idiotic. And they came in and they were basically 5 minutes calling each other whore sons and motherfuckers and all that stuff. And I told them to shut up in a German. Shut your mouth with a
Ass wipes.
No, shut your mouth. We have different forms of shut your mouth that are different forms of basically saying the same, but if you use instead of Mund, so mouth, you say Fresse. It's
which is your hole, basically.
Fresse is the it's hard to describe. It's you sometimes would use that for animals or something like that, and it's just it can be endearing, but it also is a bit more of an aggressive way. And again, these guys called each other whore sons 30 seconds before, but they were completely shocked that I told them if you don't have anything intelligent to say, then maybe shut up. And they were completely shocked and were completely, you can't say that. And I just did. And maybe maybe you should then just stop talking. And it's so weird that these guys are completely okay with calling each other the shittiest stuff on the planet. Again,
no, but that makes sense. It's all about which group you belong to.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. After that, I'm the weird thing is if you show, especially these were older students. They were in one of the closing grades, and they sometimes have this whole thing about if you don't sugarcoat stuff, or if you don't try to be diplomatic. So if you don't disrespect them, so the whole give them the respect they kind of deserve, because they are relatively close to being grown-ups. Then give them the necessary respect, but don't sugarcoat anything. Don't be this, oh, you nicey boys. Maybe be quiet. They most of the times they start appreciating that, because it's this weird.
They will eat you alive. So
yeah, that's the other thing, that if you
they're like sharks. They
it's crazy how you always thought, yeah, come on, it can't be that bad. No, it is that bad, and they try everything. They try everything to rile you up. It's so crazy that if they don't get you with disrespect, they start, okay, they go into character assassination. Then you are fat, and you are things. Kids are awful. They are awful to each other. Think about what they will do to grown-ups, especially in that age, because kids are just...
Yeah. They are little assholes.
Yeah.
No respect.
Iron in your voice.
The respect thing is something... The respect thing is something that's weird. Because the concept of respect that kids have is this whole thing with, if you don't have respect for us, we don't have respect for you. But what they don't get is the whole part about, you need to bring a level of respect with you. It's not, it doesn't start with zero respect and then you have to gain respect. You can lose it, but you can gain it, but there is a start somewhere. By turning off my antenna, it might turn off the ore locations. That's true, but the thing is, as long as it doesn't move.
I don't have an antenna, and I see it.
Yeah, see, it's kind of weird. It might be something, just because again all the ore detectors are off, and let's see what range I have on my antenna.
Yeah.
5,000. Okay, we will turn it off, and they are still there. So Bit is right. Antenna does jack shit.
Yeah,
it's also because my antenna. I would have to turn off my suit antenna too, because that's an antenna sending. It's not my antenna receiving. It's the antenna sending.
So I think I have a fairly working prototype rover, or
nice.
Rover. I mean, yeah, the hangar turned out it was an easy build, but kind of nice.
Trace, it's something that they need to learn. That it is not. I'm scraping the ground. That it is not a zero thing. It doesn't start with zero, and most of the times they learn that. And I definitely have now the whole thing with, I have students where I am where I told them, you are not bringing the necessary respect, you will lose my respect. Because I can go to immediate 0. The weird thing in my situation is always you have to, every day, you have to come in with the starting attitude. And it's always, okay, hello, how are you guys today? Yeah, then you get something back and then you can adjust accordingly. And then it's, okay, you're fuckers today. That will change. And again, these, especially the boys are, they're in that age range where there's a lot of boys that are still very, very small boys that want to play and that want to not be grown-ups. And the other range is they are all so strong and so beautiful and so hollow in their heads. It's just there's only mush there. The
next bit is fairly flat.
Nice. The girls are at the moment. It's just I don't have children. I don't know how. I don't have my own. How's that called?
Responsibilities?
No, not responsibilities. I did parenting experience. So it's for me, I'm seeing kids in that age range every day, basically for the first time. I brought these kids, I walked with these kids from they were 10, 11 to now 14, 15, 16. And God, they in these 4 years they are just they change hard. And at the moment the girls are just, there's only mush in their brains. There's mush with the boys too, because they are just grunting gorillas right now and trying to be the best, the strongest, the nicest. But the girls are weirdly intelligent, but all their intelligence is at the moment directed to how is my hair looking. And some of the teachers, we have a mirror in our class, and some of our teachers now started towards the end of the lesson to just take out the mirror, because you can it's just made so you can just slide it off of the wall and then hide it behind things. Because some of these girls will just, and it's again, they were intelligent girls just 2 years ago, and now we just have a hair studio. When class ends, it's just hair studio. They go out there and it's just, God. The only thing is that they most of the time will get over that relatively quickly, while the boys will stay grunting idiots.
See how damaged this thing is when it's done.
Do you want to fly towards me or?
Oh, no.
No.
Shipping platform.
Yeah, it is. Peter, it is exactly. It's exactly that.
Have a non-signal.
Oh, shipping. Nice.
Yeah, I need some spare parts to my thing.
Yeah, let's see what it is. Is that Unsch? Is that
Unsch? Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! There's a hilly part here, and I need more power. Oh no! I really set it down.
It feels like the door will land a snap in the middle. The middle is fine.
The public info of the Yunsch clan is, you want it, we've got it. Top supplier of components, tools, and gases.
Is that an economy thing?
Wedding post, yes.
Maybe
Well,
it's
actually,
station?
this has power here is kind of fine. because of the skid steering script. Because all hail Saint Whiplash.
Saint
Lord of
Whiplash.
scripting.
Lord of scripting.
Am I wrong though?
He scripted to death. His scripture is the only truth.
No, I'm
Lordeth Whiplasheth.
What?
I'm trying to add THs because that's what oldie times did. Adding THs to everything, so it is ye oldeth shoppeth or ease in the end. Shoppy.
Yeah, that's. I think those are supposed to be silent.
My old English is really it's really bad.
Meanwhile, I like seeing this drive though.
Does it just fly over the hills? Because I have to go relatively slow.
I'm doing 20 meters per second.
No, I'm not doing 20 meters a second. That's not. I don't want to flip this thing. And I have time. It's not like I'm...
Only English is more French and German. English has and will... it has always been an amalgamation of many, many languages.
Yes.
So it's... There's a fair bit of... As far as I know, Latin... as far as I know, the word fuck is Old Norse.
I saw the whole thing. There was a nice thing about here a prayer, Father. I don't know the one of these standard prayers.
It's called Daddy. But okay.
No, not when it comes to that. And how it was spoken over the times, over the last, I don't know, 1,000 years, and it's crazy how crazy English changed. The whole thing with I can go back to England in the 1,000 years back and bring my whatsoever. You don't understand anybody there, and they will just maybe nail you to a cross because you're speaking gibberish to them, and it's just it's
German is the root language of English.
It's one of the that's the thing. What I noticed,
Germanic is but that's...
what I noticed is how many words in Old English and really old Germanic or German, how or not only German, the whole here. Come on, Bit. How are the Dutch languages?
Germanic?
Yeah, it's also Germanic, but the Dutch languages have their own thing too. It's
windmill the Dutch.
Nah, I don't.
No.
Neither Dutch.
Nah, it's
Roman.
No, you have
Empire.
Belgium has French and
Netherlands.
Nah.
That's
Fuck off.
no M14. That's we are many things here. Linguists.
So it.
Peter Bodian. YouTube chat.
Plattdeutsch.
Yeah, Friesland. Nah, der Plattdeutsch is also not the. No. The fuck off.
But I wonder what made Dutch. Because it's just a very, it had to be a drunken binge. Same with Danish. Either, you know, it was founded by Otto the Brainless with all the speech impediments, or just, they were completely shit-faced.
Completely Flemish. That's... So, and
what I understand over the evolution
thanks, Peter.
of language, it's that it's getting simplified by the people using it, and then using different words for something, and then in the matter of time, that different word is coming into the language officially, and the old word for it is being forgotten.
Language changes constantly.
Yeah.
That's a given. But the weird part is that you again you go back into Old English, and you definitely can see that there is Germanic parts, that there is weirdly French sounding stuff. And one thing I heard is that American English is an older form of English than British English. That's weird.
There's American English. Yeah, Bull Slayer, hello. Speaking of, die Engländer. Nein, sie Amerikaner.
Sie Americans.
Hoppa.
What's up with the Americans?
Okay, I'm doing 35. I'm not happy with 35.
Okay. The next iteration of this truck needs to be even wider and higher up, because the ground clearance of this thing is just bullshit.
Yeah, that's why I did what I did with the ground clearance.
Yeah, maybe I will rip.
I found a nice path to go.
Yeah, I've over-engineered this, so it handles a little bit more rugged.
It's again, Peter. We are when it comes to the history part in school.
Left of the big mountain?
We are in the recent German history right now, and we watched. I don't know how it's called in English, but there's a movie about how Hitler got to power. With the I think it's the Rise to Power or something. It's here the guy from Stargate, the one with the ship, that played this weird scientist there, and he also played Hitler in
Rock
that
coming in front of your
thing. Yeah, okay,
He
okay.
was a shit painter in 14.
He was definitely a shit painter. Yes.
Yeah.
He had no clue about perspective. And again, one of his art teachers said, "You're painting people like you're painting buildings." And that's that's
So
harsh.
No, we are here around these parts. We'll mercilessly critique stuff like that. So.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. I heard a lot of very angry German today, and it's just.
Yeah.
We had this whole thing about kids asking questions about what's up with this whole shit, and then we came to Mein Kampf, and they were completely flashed by the fact that everybody thought it's a forbidden book here. No, it's not. It's not a forbidden book here. You can buy it.
In the Netherlands, it is.
Maybe it's also in the Netherlands because of the whole because for us you couldn't buy it because there was an issue with copyright. It's so weird. That's why you couldn't buy it. Yeah, it wasn't forbidden. And it also was kind of this whole, should we really bring that out?
Trailer's broken.
Where?
Okay, let's take a look at the...
What broke? One of the wheels. Fuck.
No, none of the wheels. It get contact on the bottom where the
bottom out. Okay.
kit is going down.
Okay.
Ooh, barrels.
The other side.
Yeah. We need to bring it back, and then it's a bit.
Loot.
No.
Yes.
Oh, looks okay.
Yeah, it just got.
Oh, hello.
Oh, it touched the ground just a little.
Again, the back wheels are not supposed to turn. They don't have. They're not supposed to do any. And they were completely fleshed by that. And then yesterday, one of the teachers that does that said, here's a copy of Mein Kampf. That's my copy of that. But where they were completely then is just, yeah, sure, swastikas, yeah, sure. At home, you're allowed to bring them out.
Yeah.
And it's just, no, that's a completely forbidden symbol. Not owning, not presenting, not distributing. It's not, no way. Maybe on model airplanes or something like that.
Yeah,
but
yes,
you can't,
bad symbols.
you can't just, there's my swastika flag that I just have in my living room. And
So if
yeah,
no, I just found if I gave you 174 trust components for your birthday, would you be happy?
thruster components. Did you reach the whole thing already, or did you find something on the way?
Oh, it's already inside. Yeah.
Okay, then I really don't need to drive there anymore. We need to bring this thing back. I need to modify the trailer. It is just, this is not working out.
I'm just
no problem, Peter. See ya later. If it's a trading post, I really don't know what I really want to do there. And now
it sits on the ground.
Yeah.
It's a trading post, but it's not.
Now I am in a pickle here.
Let's see. So that was the basement.
Come on. We wiggle this out now. The ground clearance needs to be addressed. Definitely. This is not working out. Can I just force it?
Kids are scared. My 3-year-old just mumbled, "Now I want coffee," while eating his tea. Can we talk about
eating his tea? Okay. Do I need to push?
No. Lock to the trailer and bring that. Give me a sec. No. It's doing something.
I want to trade with the trading post.
I want to push it around so that
It's a fake one.
Yeah, we will bring that back now. Searching for things while not being able to drive over things. See, that's prototyping. The next iteration of that thing will definitely have more ground clearance.
So you're not going to deal with the
no.
or to interact with the trading post? Okay.
I still have to go 3 kilometers, and again, I'm now just crunching onto every hill that's here. So no, I'm
Trade station with no safe zone. Yeah, trade station with no safe zone. And it's a neutral grid, which means
Bye, Peter, buddy. Bye.
We have to be treated nicely. We can't just. I don't want to antagonize the neutrals. I'm not Zach Brannigan.
Is it better? I think I will drive. No.
Or we could just go over in the hill and see what the fuck is going on there. I think I want to do that. Turn radius.
No. The trailer will push. Bring down the nose. Bring down the nose. Bring down your nose. Push.
By taking power?
Slowly, please.
Yeah,
Slowly, please. Yes, thank you. Give me a sec. I will write it. I will try to. No. Don't be so harsh. No. I will go backwards. That makes the whole thing nicer.
Okay.
Why the fuck? The problem is this trailer's heavy, and it pushes crazy into the truck. Maybe we need to.
The trailer is heavy enough to direct the other bit.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, you have an actual trailer.
Yes, flatland. It's cross country driving with a with a 40-ton. It's just...
Yes.
Wait, 40 tons? No, you're a lot.
no, that's more. No. It's just trucks here in Germany, maximum weight 40 tons. So.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking, wait, this is Space Engineers. 40 tons is nothing.
It's 140.
Okay, because mine is 463. So.
Yeah. But again, the problem is that the trailer is, if it just says, no, you're moving in that direction, the whole front part is moving in that direction. That's just how that works. Are you running now, Scott, or what's happening? Did you decide that running is better than...
Why the English call big trucks lorries? I know, Lauren. MBT's is around 60 tons.
We need to go right.
You should first drive to my position.
Okay, coming
Then
over.
go right later.
I will fly to your position.
I think... Yeah, it needs iterating, I say. I will push the whole thing a bit and give it a bit more oomph.
Okay, we need to go around the mountain, I think. Lorry? Yeah. Why do they call trucks lorries? I don't know. Just big rigs of semi trucks here in the States, never so well. Yeah. Is that a truck? No, it's a lorry. Why? Because I said so.
Is there different? Could lorries be, or is a lorry a thing with a trailer? Or is a lorry a thing that is attached? There's this whole different where basically. So we have the whole truck with an attached, not cabin, with an attached cargo compartment plus a trailer, and then we have truck front plus trailer. And I don't know if there's a difference between maybe lorry and
trailer for and the semi trailer for the big one. You can use both
I think that feels nice.
It's good that we don't have Australians here. They're just laughing and saying, "Yeah,
it's a cool dude.
It's a train." No, they have these whole. They have these whole overland things with there's a truck in front and then 8 trailers or something like that. Yeah. It's just we are now scraping that thing up.
Lorry and a smaller lorry that pulls a trailer. Yeah, but why is it called a lorry and not a truck? A lorry is a lorry.
Yeah, it's the British crisps and chips, French fries and chips,
lorries and chips.
Lorries and chips.
Also, they have vinegar in on their fries, so
on their crisps too, and it's also something I don't understand. Yeah, it's vinegar on my chips is not a thing. On my crisps for the British.
3 trailers long in some parts of the States. Ooh. Hello.
Hello.
No?
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I have fun. That's a fun challenge to drive this truck through mountainous terrain or through the hilly landscape here.
Yeah.
It's not fun to watch, but I am having fun driving.
I mean, I'm having fun watching.
Here.
Okay, we need to go back home, and no, I need to stop by the Oasis.
See, and I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing the 1910th, having somebody run in front of your car to announce that there's a car coming.
Yeah.
We have a convoy. Well, that lasted all of 2 minutes.
I'm Rubber
Okay,
Duck.
we have bit fighters. Rubber Duck. What we're doing? Cold.
Do you know the do you know the movie Convoy? There's a movie that's called Convoy, and the main character is Rubber Duck.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. That's my love for trucks was forged by Convoy and here Bandit. How were the movies called? In Germany it was ein ausgekochtes Schlitzohr.
Yeah.
The Cocky and the Bandit or whatever. No.
Yeah, something.
The main character is a Pontiac. Oh, apparently, yeah, that's
The fifth wheel trailer and give the trailer a non-fifth wheel trailer.
I haven't seen it, so I can't. I mean, I can merely convey.
It's again, if you want to see, maybe that's not your thing. I'm thinking I called a goose. This is a gooseneck trailer. So gooseneck is a thing where you have basically a long thing over top, and that this here is inspired by a gooseneck trailer. I wanted to have more movement in the gooseneck, but the problem is again I'm too close to the ground.
Okay, I think
Again, this doesn't fit completely a gooseneck, but you usually would have gooseneck trailers for, I think, for big American trucks, these cars with pickups. And
I saw an American truck the other day with a long because it's a long front.
yeah,
That was kind of exotic.
that's like Americans completely losing it when it comes to European trucks.
Yeah.
In the past, we had also long noses in Europe.
Yeah.
But do you know why those disappeared?
Why? Sorry. Why did the European long noses disappear?
Long nose trucks.
Yeah, I know.
I cannot really tell you, but when I see
all about the combined length of the truck and the trailer.
Ah, okay.
So if you add a nose to it, you are erasing some cargo.
Yeah. You're
Gone, more cargo.
Makes sense.
It kind of I saw shows about here YouTube where American truckers got their hands on a Volvo semi truck, so a European truck, and they were completely fleshed by that thing.
Okay.
Because the
Glowmaster?
it seems, and again it's not coming from me saying, oh, we are so much better. It's just, it seems that American trucks or European trucks are far more engineered than American trucks. American trucks have the usual a lot of power, but European trucks are far more engineered with the right smoothness and the
horsepower, 20 odd gears.
European trucks are also built for comfort.
Yeah, long haul. If you want to drive long haul in something, and I don't understand why American trucks then have here's something that we would call dampeners to make the ride smoother. Yeah. It's a steel frame, something.
Most American trucks have the fairings only in the rear side of the truck itself, and
Yeah.
European trucks have it on 4 points.
Yeah, and it's a weird thing how that technology kind of said, nah, we do it completely different. But it could be the whole the American way of, yeah, we just here we have these crazy trucks that can just haul everything because they have all the power, and I don't know. These guys were fleshed by I don't know, a 10-year-old Volvo truck.
I mean, the Swedes do make some nice.
No, not Volvo Scania.
Now we have self-driving trucks.
When it comes to the Simpsons, they always did.
Yeah.
I don't know, but for self-driving trucks, I mean, semi-self-driving, sure, but which reminds me, one day there will be a country song made by not AI about truck running off with the trucker's girlfriend.
Yeah, my truck stole my girlfriend. Now I'm sitting on my porch drinking
I know
Budweiser.
there's lots. Yeah. Yeah. So now my girlfriend has USB-C.
It's again the best country song is still here, Bo Burnham. That's still the absolute best country song that's out there. My boots cost $3,000, and I'm writing these songs in my private jet for people that don't have money, and it's just.
What's driving big rigs doesn't sound safe. Yeah. That sounds. I please link it to me. That sounds like a nice.
Big rigs, what?
Robots driving big rigs doesn't sound safe. Bull Slayer, have you driven a car in America or in the US, USA as it's called? Because after having been there for less than a week in Texas, Dallas, Americans driving cars sure doesn't seem safe in my book. I'm not trying to diss anyone here. I'm just from pure observation.
Here's a 4-ton truck that this 80-year-old guy will drive now with 40 miles through this town.
Yeah, American trucks or cars have so many blind spots. They need so many cameras.
There is basically these Ford F100, F1000 something 50.
F150s.
Whatever. There's a 352, I think. They are basically made to smash kids because their grill is their grill is, this is head height for a kid. So if you perfect height. If you drive in, you don't see the kid because it just vanishes 40 meters in front of you, and then you can directly drive into it and smash its skull.
Maybe you hear a boink, but
we have parking spaces here where these things.
F250 can't see 7 kids in a row sat in front of them.
Yeah. They tested that with we basically sit a kid down in front of the truck and then one behind it, and you can, I don't know, 10, 7, I don't know, and then you see the first kid. So you can kill something without even seeing it. The American way.
Yeah, it seems that all American stuff or most stuff is anti-people.
It's I don't know, but this whole thing for we need it crazy big. that's something I don't understand. There's parking spaces where you couldn't here in Germany where you couldn't even fit one of these pickups in. And I don't understand. I don't understand that there's Germans that buy them.
I recently learned
our cars are just our your cars are just our crumple zones.
There is a ruling that is being misused by the car companies. That is, the heavier the truck, the more you can ask. That's why they're that big.
The more cars
it's a loophole.
Weird.
How many children you can
misusing that.
The crazy the crazy part is that and I don't get it. It's from the muscle cars on American cars, and I like muscle cars. God, I would kill for a Charger, a 69 or something Charger. I would murder somebody for a car like this.
Hey there.
But the thing is, these cars don't drive well, and the only thing they have is there's a lot of horsepower for no good reason.
The bigger the pickup, the more they're allowed off on emissions.
Yeah. So we can burn more Amazon jungle because our trucks are a bit bigger or something like that.
If you want to make a horrible country song, I think we just got an idea there.
There was a funny thing with the eruption of Etna. The eruption of Etna that was producing so much O2 that it was compared to 200 years of human produced O2.
Yeah, but that is natural and nobody can do something about this. Yeah. We can do something about this, but we don't because money.
Yes, money.
Don't try to find the truck to the Knuckles Bandit.
Huh?
Yeah, I wonder why. Apparently, we managed to ban. Ooh.
We ban what? You are just
Dodge Vipers. Sorry,
Okay.
I have to talk about something else.
Good.
Because it kept winning.
Yeah.
So so it's, as some of you might have noticed or found out, it's Pride Month.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually had and you know, the commentary fields on the internet is full of shit. And there was this one person who was just going on and on about how horribly bad that it was that the gays had taken the rainbow for themselves. And I finally got to say the fucking meme that you remember the time the gay people stole the rainbow from God.
It's just, yeah.
These so happy.
Damn gay guys.
Yeah. I keep on imagining it like a scene from the Time Bandits.
Oh no! Now we did it. We achieved full Bernie, my burn. Fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, needs changing. Don't. Everything's fine. We will carry that home and repair it there. And if it explodes, it explodes.
I need to get a... Oh, you wanted me to go to space, didn't you? To move my ship.
You don't have to do that now. It's just...
No,
it would be convenient at some point. I can see the base. It will take only mere hours until we arrive there. And I wanted to not go for too long today. Yeah, this needs...
Subaru made an advert for lesbians?
A weird thing that it happens in this time where corporations this year didn't change their Twitter logos because they are too afraid.
Okay, I need some parking here. Where's the Pertam entry? There we go. Can I make it on my own? Yeah, sure. It's 20 kilometers. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's again the Pertum is great. Orbit close, a bit of oxygen. A bit of oxygen and relatively flat driving space that I'm not using here. Pertum is great.
A car for girls? Oh, I didn't. Okay.
What is?
Because you can. No, I just. Mustang was originally car for girls. And I'm sitting here thinking, do you operate it with your penis or vagina? If not, then it's for everyone. But
Mustang?
I don't know how you drive a Mustang. So maybe it does use your genitalia in some way.
Profit always is a problem. We all know that it is kind of in the last few years when it comes to pride, it is just we all know that big corporations don't do that because they are so nice and do the pride.
Gay money, please.
Then to the give us your gay money. That's the thing. But again, this year it is clear that when certain people say no, we don't, all this gay and inclusive shit is just no, that's not right. And suddenly it doesn't happen because now they think we don't want to lose the right money. The
Thunderbird had a male market locked up. Oh, okay.
But Mustang wasn't there. I know that there was a movie where somebody came and talked about the Mustang. About the Mustang and how to market it and how to design it. Oh, here the Ferrari Ford versus Ferrari, the thing where I think there is the British driver that then comes in and tells the guy that is presenting the Mustang what he should change to make it a better car, and it's just maybe. But didn't oh no, I'm misremembering the whole thing about Corvette and Mustang because all the astronauts got Corvettes.
Right. Ooh, I learned about a new knife the other day.
Ooh, nice.
Which is not an astronaut knife, but a cosmonaut machete.
Why would cosmonauts? Yeah, they got.
In case they
land
wherever, they have a very special machete. It looks like a chisel. It's really interesting.
I need to search that now because
you do. So it was advertised for 500 euros. Or they are usually apparently according to one blog post on the internet, so you could trust it. Goes for around 500 to 700 euros. Dollars.
I know now the gun that cosmonauts got, but the machete is not. Cosmonauts took shotguns into orbit.
Of course they did.
All right, now I find it. Yeah, it looks kind of like a triangle. With a flat thing in front, and yeah, because it's meant for hacking. More weight in the front, better hacking. That's why kukris are amazing and. That looks crazy. Super Soviet space survival machete. Super Soviet space survival machete. That's how you can buy it.
Ultra communism.
The hard communism, the really hard communism.
Yeah. Not Leninism, not Maoism. Superism.
The shotgun they took was also spacey.
Okay, okay, I have to Google.
Google the TP-10 A or not dash, the minus is, I think it's the dash. Dash
I'll
8.
just go cosmonaut.
Cosmonaut shotgun. It's
Naut gun.
TP 82.
82.
Yeah.
Combination gun. Ooh, I like those.
Yeah, it has 3 barrels and all that stuff. Yeah, it's a super Soviet space survival machete. 200 bucks.
12 gauge shotgun and 545 times 39 rifle, with 2 shotgun barrels and 1 rifle. Effective firing range 200 meters. So.
And it's
break open.
It's basically a pistol shotgun.
I mean, it looks like something you make in Ark Survival Evolved at a lower level.
Yes.
So yeah, that's.
So, okay, I need pistons. I need to jack that thing up and then bring the wheelbase down. And then do something with this trailer. The wheelbase needs to be crazy. That isn't fun.
So it's a shotgun, but it's called a survival pistol.
No, it's it's a combination weapon.
Yeah.
Which is actually a kind of cool little thing.
It's the idea of giving your cosmonauts, if you just drop them into Siberia, give them something that they maybe can kill bears with or whatever.
Yeah, I'm reading that because Leonov, he had the fear of encountering bears.
Yeah.
He rarely saw one, but he made sure that every cosmonaut had a shotgun.
Leonov the cosmonaut?
Yeah. Alexei Archipovich Leonov said, I think the 9mm that you give us is not enough to kill bears. Maybe we need something bigger. And then they just got.
I mean, that is also the most Soviet thing ever. Yeah. So the big issue for our cosmonauts: bear attacks.
Yes.
Again,
I beg your pardon.
The American astronauts were dropped somewhere into the sea. So I think most of the time they dropped into the Pacific. But the Russian cosmonauts were dropped into Siberia, and then they had to be found in Siberia. So it could take a while. So the idea to get dropped onto land is already kind of a very harsh thing to do to your cosmonauts, and then say we will drop you into the worst part of the country that you can be dropped into, because there's just it's flat.
Yeah,
it's flat and in summer kind of smushy.
If you're lucky and the permafrost is gone long enough, you'll land on a
relatively soft.
Ooh. Speaking of words having meaning, I learned the meaning behind the word mammoth.
Because
it's from I did some reading today, and so it's apparently from Finnish partially, because the original tribes of Super Russia or Siberia were whatever in the language.
Oh, don't let the.
So it's ma, which means earth, and moth, which means mole.
An earth mole.
Yeah, that's a mammoth.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of cool and weird, and I loved learning it.
Scott, 2 blocks or 1 block down?
Ooh.
Crab walking around me doesn't help. Maybe we can also add a.
Is thing in the position that I see at my monitor?
I don't know. I don't see your monitor. I can't. I jacked it up.
Estonian, where ma means earth and mat means small.
In the ground, and the front part is.
What are you guys doing?
That's desync. I'm bringing up the truck to change out wheels at some point. Right. And it seems that good Scott is just desyncing hard.
Ah, yeah, that might
Very
happen. Also, Bull, I mean, Russians afraid of bears? Who better to be afraid of bears than Russians?
Think about the bears if Russians are afraid of them. Piston.
What will somebody think of the bears?
I don't. That's not what I meant.
But back to the question, I would go with 2 blocks.
Yeah, I think 2 blocks is the way to go.
With that.
6.
I don't have too much ice.
Now the problem will be bringing up the front.
Aber.
Yeah. Let me at least finish this here before we do aber.
Yeah, okay, so should I say people, or I was thinking should I say folk? And that wouldn't be nice, would it? I'll go down to Partam again.
Bring materials for a small piston and some...
Jawohl, ja.
Oh, I'm not bringing the material for...
No, you don't. No,
space.
it's just...
Yeah, okay, no, my space pistons, who cares about those?
Those can...
Oh,
Yeah, that's not the position that thing is in. Kinda, it is not.
There.
I'm just going to, yeah.
That is real hard desync, because in your picture it's not even attached to the front part.
No, it's to the front part, but wait.
That makes sense.
No, I think it's your thing. Your thing is a clang monster. Mine is clangy. Yours is clangy as shit.
I'm not going to super disagree with you there. Also,
not
claim land. Oh, on
I
the
don't
Isle?
have enough space. No.
It's not strong enough.
Ow.
And it's also no. We need to maybe unlock this thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now it went up and in the ground.
I know, that's the big problem right now. Okay, bring that back in.
That didn't work.
Yeah. No, it should work. But could you bring...
Make it wider.
No, bring down the... The problem is that thing is too heavy for a small piston. That's why it just melts into the ground.
Yeah.
So the big problem is that if I lock it, the impulse axis is too high, so then it just isn't moving anymore, because it just says, no, I'm not square enough to the ground.
We are back down. Now.
We need to maybe
Mensch, Volk,
grab it from different...
friends.
Yes.
I need to go to work tomorrow, and I am pretty knackered, so...
Yeah.
I keep on without me.
No, I'm not. I need to sleep too. But the problem right now is that it is a problem that needs fixing, and I'm... Oh no! It vanished into the ground. You dang awful thing.
So and there's... But I've had a lot of fun. Lots of stuff has happened.
That's good to hear.
This adventure's big and large. I need to repair some stuff on the rover, which was cruelly... Oh, just one block. Never mind.
Let's do this, and then do Give me a sec.
There
Return.
we go. Perfection.
We do the hard thing.
And I will be around quite possibly on Sunday.
Nice.
So I will say, and I will say have a lovely weekend. Thank you for playing. All that jazz. Love you guys or something. Take care. There.
So I want to bring this up and then I will stop too because it is too late for this stuff anymore. Switch lock. Can we now push it up? We should now be able to push it up. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Easy.
Yes. So 2 blocks down, 2 blocks down, and then we take a look. Maybe what we also could do is if we go 2 blocks down, we could push another wheel, another wheelbase, and then we have. If we go over a ground thing, the further the further we have a wheel to the front, the faster it kind of pushes the whole trailer over hills. It will look awful. It will look awful when we push it down 2 blocks. But I think it's necessary.
Has to be done.
Good, people. Everything is brought up now. I can work on this tomorrow or so. And people, that was awfully nice today. Hope you were okay with us talking about super Soviet space survival axis and a lot of school and Hitler stuff. I'm awfully happy. People, thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one and do all the social media things. See ya later.